Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Welcome back, ladies, as well. Any ladies watching, if you've come back to watch me again, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Right, another not massively bargain sort of beer, but it's another supermarket beer that isn't craft. It's one of the sort of standard sort of ales that you can buy. And it's a beer from Black Sheep. And this is a bottle of their Cry Wolf Black IPA. Now, I'm partial to a black IPA. Now, pick this up from Tesco's, if I'm correct, and I think it's £1.80 or £1.90. Sometimes when you get the receipt, it doesn't always tell you exactly what beer is what, and that's where I'm a little bit confused. But about £1.80, £1.90, 500ml bottle, and it's coming in at 5%. Look at that, my memory's going. I do like the artwork on the bottle, real cool. We got the Black Sheep bottle cap. Let me get that right, how it is. There we go. The Black Sheep bottle cap. Now, my good buddy JB, Jonathan Brown from Northern Southern Beer Reviews, has reviewed this, and he was a little bit disappointed, if I remember rightly. So, you know, obviously everything's personal taste. I've got to admit, as much as I like black IPAs, the craft stuff I should say, probably my favourite sort of black IPAs have probably been the ones that have been maybe sort of done from traditional breweries rather than trying to really sort of ramp it up. So, you know, I may well have a different view to John, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, beer in a glass. Now you can see it's, I mean, you say a black IPA, yeah, it's dark, but, and even though you can maybe see the lights off me thing behind me, it's looking more of a mahogany sort of colour rather than black. Not seeing any real bubbles go up. We got about a finger of tan head going on. So, let's give it a whiz round the glass and a sniff and see what we get on the aroma. You definitely get the hop side of it, to be fair. You definitely get that, and there's definitely that sort of porter stout feel in the background. Yeah, I'm loving the hop aroma, and I can't quite put my finger on what I think it is specifically, but there is a lovely hop aroma with a stouty porter kind of feel in the background, a little bit roasty, a little bit chocolatey maybe as well. Anyway, stop sniffing. We'll try and get a bit more in this glass. We've managed to get it all in, and we will give Black Sheep's Cry Wolf Black IPA a try. Cheers everyone. Now I can't remember John's review, but yeah, from that mouthful, a little bit disappointed, but we'll come into all the other bits after. We'll dive in again, and it's changing already. So 5%, yeah, it's not the heaviest of beers, to be honest. The beer that I've just reviewed, 4.4%, much better body on it. For me, this is a little bit light, if I'm honest. I'd have liked a little bit more weight to it as you drink it, but mouth feels all right, average, shall we say. Smooth, average, shall we say. The bubbles in there, it is quite busy in the mouth, and without that sort of weight in the body, you notice the bubbles more, which again, sort of for me, always sort of takes away from the mouthfeel, the softness of the beer. On the taste, the stouty porter kind of roastiness is coming to the front now. First couple of mouthfuls, there wasn't a lot there really of that side of things. It was all hop. But now you are getting that sort of stouty, roasty porter feel to it, but it feels quite light. The hoppiness, the IPA side of it is coming in just after that. And it's not quite working for me. The body's quite light. The roasty, stouty porter kind of feel to the beer is, again, it's there, but it's a little bit light. It's not really sort of working together. It's definitely more sort of, how can I say it? It's sort of balanced, if you like. You are getting a lot of that roastiness and that, and you are getting the IPA. But the IPA sort of flavours from the hops are more punchy than the roasty side of the beer, the dark side of the beer. Pardon me. And it is well carbonated. 5%. I mean, it feels like a weaker beer really, if I'm totally honest. It's only really that bitterness that you get on the back end. It's using American hops, by the way. Fierce Black IPA brewed with a pack of North American hops. Yeah, you get that sort of bitterness on the back end, and that is a sort of, it's a weird one because it is a hoppy bitterness, but it's also that sort of dark side roasty bitterness as well. But all the dark flavours feel a little bit light, whereas the hoppy flavours feel a bit bold, and somehow it's not quite working together. And it's really light in the mouth. It's really light in the mouth. What do I think of it? As black IPAs go, and I even said at the start of the video that I'm not necessarily a massive fan of the big sort of craft black IPAs. I'm more like, you know, I'm a big fan of like the traditional breweries that have done them. This is a little bit disappointing. It's a little bit light in body. It's a little bit light in the dark flavours. It's a little bit too gassy. It's just not quite working for me. So for me, Black Sheep's Cry Wolf Black IPA hasn't quite hit the spot for me. Would I recommend it? Well, I'd never tell anyone not to go out and buy a beer really, unless it was really, really terrible. But there's got to be, you don't see black IPAs in the supermarkets much. And I'd love to sort of like promote this style of beer. So yeah, give it a go. If you're not, all right, none of us want to waste money, do we? But, I mean, give it a go. If you never tried a black IPA, give it a go. It might be up your street, but personally, there are so much better black IPAs out there than Black Sheep's Cry Wolf. So for me, it's not one I would buy again. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. Thank you all for watching. I have rambled on a bit. Feel free to like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget I'm on YouTube, obviously, because you're watching. Facebook, All the Beer No Idea. Twitter, All the Beer No Idea 1, I think it's down as. Instagram and TikTok, All the Beer No Idea, whatever. Just search it, search it. Thank you all for watching. You can get back to your tea now, and I'll see you again soon on another one. Cheers.